Control it back in, good. Inhale up, open, circle around, good.
Pilates is my outlet. What's great about Pilates is you're moving your body in ways that you don't traditionally move your body, and it makes you feel amazing.
Open up, now send the leg out, now pull the toes back. Yeah, oh, that's so good.
Oh, that hurts. Mentally, there's nothing else you can think about when you're doing Pilates. I couldn't possibly think about work or think about responsibilities or anything else, because if I did, I'd probably fall off the machine. So you have to stay incredibly focused. So it's this 1 hour of just me time, of like not worrying about anything else, just focusing on what my body is telling me.
Knit those ribs together.
When I'm working with clients, I do have to be incredibly focused and I have to listen to them. So similar to how I have to listen to my body when I'm doing Pilates, you have to listen to what your clients are saying. Being a good listener makes you a good designer, because you can't just make it about what you want to see in the space. It's got to be about what is going to make the space feel good to your client.
They're just, the bidding's the point. Right. It's a whole different, we
Okay, 39, so he's got... As an interior designer, you have to have some level of knowledge of pretty much every area of the home industry. So we're just losing sheetrock.
Yeah,
we're not losing. You need to understand construction. You need to understand things like plumbing fixtures and electrical. You want the dimension down there because the tub tapers. You need to understand fabrics, furniture, how's it made, what's it made with. There are so many things. And it's also a matter of like how much. You compare something like that to something like that. That's intense painting. This is definitely more muted.
I do this for a living. I'm in and out of these houses every day of the week. We deal with all interior designers, architects, everybody under the sun. But how she tied in the furniture to the fixtures, there's just no way I could have ever been able to do that by myself.
Lauren knows her stuff, man. Her level of professionalism and organization and understanding of the process of building a house is truly an asset to a project.
If I wanted to get it honed, is it gonna be super hard?
You should be able to. It's not as hard as...
Literally, like when you go to the job site, she has a book. She does all the research ahead of time so that you don't have to do it yourself.
I showed the initial design plans to the 3 different interior designers that I interviewed. And Lauren was the only one to realize that we didn't have a powder room on this floor where, we were entertaining.
Any guests that they had that were hanging out in their living room or in their kitchen would either have to go into the guest bedroom to use the restroom or into their primary bedroom to use the restroom.
That was one of the first things she said, where's your powder room? So I knew I had the right person.
I mean, this was the print, this was the design we were initially looking. We were living in a different house in town. I wanted just a few little projects done there. So she was recommended to me by a friend, which turned out to be a great experience, so that when we decided to undertake this project, I knew exactly who I wanted to work with and that Lauren would be able to add to the team in a great way.
But what do you think about how abstract this one is?
Throughout the process, we could talk about things, and she knows the same language as the builders and as the architect, like designing the kitchen, like what were the limitations there, and the code for where the plugs had to be. So they could have really good conversations without missing a beat.
I remember watching this Quincy Jones interview. He was talking about Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, the Michael Jackson song. Michael Jackson came to him and said, I'm losing my vibe with this violin. We got to get rid of that. And Quincy Jones said, hell no, man, that's going to be the signature catch to the song. And he held his ground. And it did become the signature catch to the song.
And it's not so much in the sense that with the white background, it feels, to me, this
you have somebody like Lauren on a job here, she's the Quincy Jones. She's putting that extra layer of production into your creation. That development is constantly happening.
Having Lauren be integrated with the whole process, she respected our vibe, the global field that we have.
She's like, I've collected so many things through our travels, because they've lived in Singapore and Argentina and all these different places. She said, there's a lot I want to keep, but I'm going to need help figuring out how to make it work and how to fill in.
Before we moved out of our previous home and before we really had finalized any plans, What was amazing is that she came in and took measurements and photos of all of our belongings. So when we needed to go through the design and like know how my things were gonna fit, she was on it. Like she knew exactly.
These pieces that kind of travel with you evoke memories. I just think there's something really special about that. We had a toy chest growing up that my mom used to keep in the hallway. I said to my mom, like, can I paint it to match my furniture and put it in my room? So we painted it white, and all my furniture had gold trim, so we did little gold trim. I still have that toy chest. It was in both of my kids' rooms at one point or another and is now in our basement. Like, one of my favorite memories of that toy chest was my uncle was a big guy, and he sat down on the toy chest and it broke. The lid of the toy chest cracked in half. And we died. It was like one of the funniest things ever, but it's such a vivid memory for me. The fact that like this toy chest has come from my home where I grew up with it. My kids have grown up with it. I had this like love of like taking pieces that were used for different purposes and repurposing them and painting them. And I still love to do that. It's one of my favorite things to do. So if there's a subtle way that I can help improve that for people on a day-to-day basis, then I feel like I've accomplished something.